We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Lions going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, Charles and I, we have brought our talents to South Beach, or at least in the neighborhood of South Beach, as we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. There he goes, right side, between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special team set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's the Boise State alum, jaycazzz. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight jaycazzz, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
Now Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Fresh set of downs here. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
They run again with Ajayi. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
For someone who piled up the yardage that jaycazzz did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end a season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100-yard games and end up over 1,000?
Very, very strange. 3 200-yard games, just 1 100-yard game. All in all, though, how do you see his season? A rough start, but looked pretty good in the end.
Rough start, but a really good offensive line that continues to grow. I think the future's really bright for jaycazzz and the Dolphins next season.
Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield, it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew he wanted to be a running back, and has proven why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
On second down, here's Stafford. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL. But Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Andre Branch coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third and long. It's Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
18 yards there and a first down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jaycazzz taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And ready to go for another offensive series. Out comes Detroit, and a Detroit team that, boy, lost in the playoffs this year. Don't have a playoff win since 1992. But it was a tough end of the season. There were injuries involved. And I know you think that this is a crew that really could make some noise again next year, don't you? I
do, because I think they gained so much confidence this season, battling back from a tough beginning, working their way into where they looked like they had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future, and they feel confident about 2017.
A second down run for Abdullah. Muscles him off. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Andre Branch in on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to try and throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They run with Ajayi. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Defense showing blitz. 5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
380. 380. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. Oh, it's dropped. He couldn't hang on. That would have been a big interception. Instead, they'll have a chance to get 3. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. Thinking the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations, they can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Throwing on third down. Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Stiff-armed him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now it's Ajayi. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Stafford on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And quickly they get to the line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 66 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Ajayi's gonna go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ajayi, 78 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He got 29 yards that time.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Finding time. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tied in the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and fourth down coming up.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Stafford now on second down. Ebron with it over the middle. Back now in Miami. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. Stafford on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And his pass incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And it's second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
This is Abdullah, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Look, he'll move the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 2nd and goal from the 7. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anquan Bolden from 3 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. This is Ajayi. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd down and 4. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Room here to run. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time pickup there on 3rd and 4. 34 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Ajayi. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling play.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they're able to stop him.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell